We are supposed to get stools to get more comfortable till they get there. That video was incredible. That visceral reaction that you had to lifting a World Cup, Rahul. You, who's someone who's I've always associated, so dignified, keep the calm, but that pure joy, that adulterated emotion, you just let it flow.
Yeah, firstly, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for this. Really touched by the warm applause and the standing ovation. I truly am touched. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that. I was just telling Haydos, I think, when we were just before we came in, the beauty of functions like this and beauty of awards like this is, when they put up these videos, they only show you just the lovely things that you've done on a cricket field. But the honest fact is, and that's the truth, is that you're actually failing a lot more than you're succeeding in this game. And the list of failures and the list of disappointments would be quite a lot as well in a long career. But that's what makes it all so much more fun, so much more enjoyable when you have moments like that, either as a player or as a coach. Just to be able to go on a campaign with people that you respect, people that you admire, people that you look up to, people who go through ups and downs with you in life, and then to come out at the other side and to win trophies and to win events, to win test matches, to win one-day games, to win championships, I think it's a fantastic feeling. It's a great feeling. It's a lovely feeling to be a part of. It's a great feeling to be a part of a team and to strive to achieve something together. And yeah, when you come at the end of it, you have moments like that, and it's just great to celebrate. Trying to avoid showing that to my children, thinking
I don't think they
thinking
can
I've gone
escape it
mad
in
or
this
something. But yeah, I was always telling the boys that we got to maintain our balance and we got to remain cool and not go up and down with the results. And that's been my constant message to the team. Thank God that was my last game, because otherwise after that they would have said, you're saying one thing but you're doing something else.
But that pure passion. Okay, so 19th November to 29 June is a very significant period. You saw, your heroes as professionals, you pick yourself up, and Rohit spoke about that. But as a coach, as a mentor who's seen all the aspects of a game, what was your role, Rahul? What did you want to concentrate on when it went from the ODI team to then facing another World Cup and getting over that heartbreak?
Honestly, I didn't want to do anything different. I think we ran a fantastic campaign in the one-day World Cup. Rohit and the team. Everyone involved in that one-day World Cup, we ran a superb campaign. There's nothing we could have done more in terms of our preparation, in terms of our planning, in terms of just the execution of what we needed to do. For 10 games in a row, to dominate, to win the way we did, to play the way we did, to travel all over this country and, to be able to see to experience that joy and passion of the fans. I've never been a part of a World Cup as a player in India, but just to experience that as a coach and go from city to city and just watch and see what this game meant to the people of this country was phenomenal. It was incredible to be a part of. And I thought we ran a great campaign. We ran a phenomenal campaign, and we came unstuck in the final, and Australia played better cricket than us on the day. They were the better team, and congratulations to them. And that can happen in sport, and that's what sport's about. So actually, I did not want to change anything. If you had asked me, and we had a discussion with our support staff, and we'd get together with the coaches and say, what do you think we should do differently? And I think the common consensus was we need to do exactly what we did. We need to create the same energy, create the same vibe, create the same team atmosphere that we had, and then just hope that on the day, we'll have a little bit of luck and destiny. And I think sometimes I've had time to reflect on it. I've had time to reflect on a lot of things because I'm jobless. But yeah, you reflect on these things, you do realize, sometimes you have to do a lot of these things, you have to do the processes, you have to do everything right. But sometimes at the end of the day, you just need the cards to fall your way a little bit. You need a little bit of luck. With 30 balls to go, 30 runs to go, incredible execution, incredible calmness by Rohit to marshal the guys and get them focused on what we needed to do. But we needed a guy to keep his foot within 1 inch of a line. And sometimes you need skill, need a little bit of destiny. On 19th November, whatever it was, we beat Travis Head's bat 15 times. He didn't edge a single one. So, things can go your way. Sometimes they don't, but you have to stick to the processes. And so to answer your question, I didn't want to do anything different. We didn't do anything different. Cards fell our way.
The stars really aligned in that moment. It was brilliant. We're still living in it. I'm going to come to you, Haydos, because he's mentioned twice now that he's jobless, and he's been a broadcaster before. So, twice now. And obviously, we call him the conqueror of Adelaide. We've seen Rahul do some incredible things with his own blade against Australia. What was one of your most prevalent memories of Rahul Dravid, the wall of Indian cricket?
Well, sadly, it's very loud, sorry.
That's just you, Haydos.
Yeah, correct. Sadly, from an Australian cricket point of view, it was the incredible partnership that he had up at Eden Gardens. There was nothing more sacred. That partnership with VVS Laxman, I can honestly say cricket is, and I completely endorse, Rahul, what you said there around the role of luck and how it is that's almost serendipitous in the way that it goes about and manifests in your cricket. Well, we walked onto the bus that day up in Kolkata, and there was a fresh box of Cuban cigars, and Michael Slater said, we'll be smoking these at the end of the day, and we'll have retained the Border Gavaskar trophy. Well, you had something to say about that, batting all day with VVS Laxman in an extraordinary partnership. Obviously, the one in Adelaide as well was just something else. Under pressure, Australia put everything on the line against Rahul, but he did so, like you do, Mayanti, in the broadcast suites of the world, did it with great grace, great composure, and always a great sense of fairness. In a game which can tempt you to win at all costs, Rahul Dravid won on the principles of cricket and the principles of life. And I'm very proud to have played against Rahul.
Jeez. Haydos has become such a nice man after he's retired, man. Jeez, man, these are words like honey, these are. That was not what I heard when I was batting, man, from the back. No, great competitor. And, I think at the end of the day, it's people like that against whom you want to really compete and do well, and makes it all the more, it makes it great to be able to perform against players like that, legends like that, cricketers like that who you have so much respect for, who you've seen play some great cricket. So yeah, just brilliant to be a part of it.
It's because human nature is to put everyone in boxes. So, Rahul Dravid is the good boy image. And then you have certain players, the next generation, who are fearless and they're aggressive. But I know in conversations with you prior, the generations keep changing. You've been part of the iconic Fab Five that we remember. But you have also witnessed this generation of Indian cricket, this era of Indian cricket with the current players. What are they representing? How will we define them in years to come?
Oh, I think phenomenally. I think what Indian cricket has achieved, I left in 2011, 2012. And just the way these players have been able to carry the legacy forward. If you just look at the successes that we've had over the last 12 years in all the three formats of the game, I've not been here, the time that after we left, I think it's been absolutely phenomenal. I think we're easily, clearly in a lot of the rankings, we're always 1, 2, we're always up there with anyone. The kind of successes that we've had, going away and winning in Australia 2 times now continuously, that's a phenomenal achievement, to be able to go out and do that. Just the kind of cricket that we play, even just being a coach and coming into the side and just seeing the confidence, the level of skill of some of our players, just the way that they approach the game, I think is great. And I think the way that this generation has carried the legacy forward, carried the legacy of Indian cricket forward. For someone who's played the game for a long time, it's been great to watch and phenomenal to watch. And I hope that they can keep doing that, because as a former player and now as a former coach, that's what you really want to see, right? You want to see the Indian team playing really good cricket, playing an exciting brand of cricket, representing India with a lot of pride. And I have no doubt that, this generation of players led by people like Rohit and, Surya and the guys who are coming forward in all formats of the game is only going to continue to do that in the future.
Okay. Okay, I've had a lot of free time. I'm jobless. I'm a former coach. That's 3 times now, ladies and gentlemen, where we're thinking about the future.
People must think I'm getting desperate here.
No, not at all. No, not at all. You have been one of the greatest soldiers to Indian cricket. It's time to relax and do something different. Any advice, career advice on what we think Rahul Dravid should adopt next? You can just shout out if the mic is not next to you. Indranagar ka Gunda. That's coming back, Rahul. Are we going to see more of these ads, more of these roles? Why not? We've got Sunil Shetty in the house, sir. Indranagar ka Gunda. What did you think of his acting? Does he have a future, sir?
That was such an embarrassing to do for 30 seconds, man. There's no way I can ever do any form of acting or any sort of thing because even doing that for 30 seconds, I was so embarrassed and it was so difficult to do. So no, that's not my skill. So yeah. Any career advice, I'll send you my email. Any thoughts, send it me. Please tell me what I can do, you know. My wife has some thoughts, but which means staying at home and looking after the kids. But if you guys have anything better, suggest.
Kids are grown up. They're also playing now, Rahul. You have a lot of free time. Sir, you were saying? Biopic. Who would play you in a biopic, Rahul?
It's good enough money, I'll play it, yeah.
And you think if this isn't going to go viral, if you think Indranagar ka Gunda worked,
Sorry.
You think perfect choice. Now looking back, since you've seen all different aspects, as you mentioned, as a player, as a coach, again I come to this generation. If you were a player in your days, is there anything that you've learned from this set of players that you would apply to yourself as the batter? That you might have changed in your game, rather.
I just think a lot of them are really fearless. You know, I think the confidence today of a young Indian, and I don't mean just cricketers, but I just think young India, just the confidence of a young India today is something that, you know, I think for a lot of us growing up in a different generation, a different time, in a different India, you can say, you know, when you look at the confidence that young Indians have today, I think it's just great. It just gladdens your heart so much. I think the world of opportunities for this country is just unimaginable. You know, I think the opportunities that young Indians have today, young Indian cricketers have today, you know, I think it's just nowhere in the world. I think there's no. You would feel like when we were growing up at times that, you know, you could have, you had talent and you had abilities, but sometimes you didn't have the support or the infrastructure to be able to achieve your dreams. I think today none of the Indians can say that, and I think all of them have just great infrastructure, great support, and it shows in the way they carry themselves and expect the best out of themselves. I think young India expects they can be world class, they can be world beaters, and I think that is a phenomenal change from the time that I was a young man.
From all the memories you've given us and that you will continue to give us, Rahul Dravid, your CEAT Lifetime Achievement Award. Thank you so much, Rahul, for taking up the time.
Thank you so much.
And a huge congratulations.
Thank you.